Investing in storage made me a better and more efficient creator. USB-C cord. USB-C cords? DJI mics? DJI mic? Charger, but the portable charger kind. Do you want Anchor? Or do you want MagSafe? Let's try digital. Spotlight SE review. Give me a minute. Just kidding. Number 155. How about the Apple Vision Pro demo thumbnail? Here you go. 130. That, my friends, that is why you consistently have to stay organized. Storage is key, but the real key is making sure your storage is organized. We've all been there. It's time to pack for a shoot, or it's time to build out a rig. And suddenly we can't find anything. Cables are scattered and tangled. SD cards are all over the place. Batteries are not charged. And I've been there more times than I'd like to admit it. Storage falls into two categories. That's physical storage and that's digital storage. Both are equally as important, and both can become a mess if you're not intentional with it. Physical storage is about keeping your gear, your tools, your cameras, your batteries, all of that stuff organized. You want to be able to find anything as fast as you would think about you needing it. Digital storage, well, that's your files, your footage, your backups, your project files. Really, the backbone of any project lives within the digital realm of storage. My name's Joseph Lipson. I'm a creator based out of Seattle, Washington, and I like blending tech and filmmaking into lifestyle-driven storylines. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're into the same thing as I am, and hopefully you can get something out of it. And if you're coming back, welcome back. I appreciate all the love, all the support. It helps me, and I appreciate it more than I can ever explain. When it comes to the physical storage, I keep things real tight with my Husky tool chest. It's nothing extremely fancy. I mean, I went down to Home Depot one day and just picked it up, but it's a 5-drawer tool chest, and each drawer has a specific category and meaning behind it. Before we get into the drawers, we'll start with the top of the Husky tool chest, and that's the wood tabletop. And what's on that wood tabletop is my camera bodies, my FX3, my X100, my Osmo, my lenses. That stuff lives there, and that's primarily where I build out my cameras. It's also where I do a lot of my top-down shots. It all lives on there, and that's where I do a lot of my building and prepping. And then we get into the first drawer, and the first drawer is camera gear. In there you can find drones, you can find tripod plates, you can find ND filters, you can find all of my batteries, all of my charged batteries live in there. Anything that has to do with grab and go for the camera that makes the camera run, you'll find it live in there. The second drawer is probably the most aesthetically pleasing drawer, and that is all of my cables, to USB-C cables, to lightning cables, to HDMI cables, to dongles. You'll find it all in there, organized to a specific container. It's not glamorous, it's not the coolest thing, but this is where I find myself in a lot of times when I need to grab cables really quick. It's really helpful that everything is in there and categorized the way it is, because prior to that, I just had all of my cords in one place, and it would take me, no joke, minutes on minutes to find a single USB-C, where now I can just open the drawer, grab it, and go, and I'm out within a second. When it comes to the third drawer, that's where all of my audio and all of my lighting lives. Whenever I need a mic, it's in there. Whenever I need a specific light, it lives in there. It's very simple, very organized. Lighting, audio lives in the third drawer. The fourth drawer is the messiest drawer, but it's just tripods and rigging, and it all lives in there. You can find my stabilizers in there, my Ronin, that stuff lives in there. That one's just more so a catch-all for a lot of my that one's more of a catch-all for just a lot of my rigging and stabilizing equipment. I kind of just throw it in there. And the fifth drawer, that's like the wild card drawer. I literally throw anything in there. There's bags in there, there's old tech in there, there's old hard drives in there. At the end of the day, it's really just the junk drawer. I just throw stuff in there when I need somewhere to put something, and I have one drawer that I keep unorganized, and that's really the one. But the thing about organization is it might look really clean, but it took me almost a year to get to this point, and it's been clean throughout, but I found a way to make it clean that works efficiently for me. And I think that's the main thing, is figuring out how organization can also work in an efficient way. And that's the main thing I learned with organizing this drawer. Was I've gone through many iterations of it, but I finally reached the point where it is efficient for me, where I can grab things just as quick as I really think of them. The system isn't perfect, but it gives me peace of mind, and when you're a creator and you can find ways of giving yourself peace of mind, you run with it and you run wild with it. So we covered physical, let's talk about digital storage, which is almost, in my opinion, well more important than physical storage. When I first started out, I started out on these things. SSDs. I have a lot of these, and there's 2 TB ones, 4 TB, 1 TB. I got 500 GB hard drives. I have like a whole library of SSDs, but over time of shooting more and more, cameras got more advanced. You could shoot more codecs, 4K, higher resolutions, all of those things. Storage became an expensive issue. And at the end of the day, these drives, they just were not cutting it anymore. And I had to pivot to a more streamlined system for my workflow and all of the footage I was capturing to be able to keep up at a speed I was really just going at. They're short term, but I'm gonna talk about the long-term solution, and that is a NAS storage system. For me, I have a Synology NAS storage system. It's a 4-bay system, and each bay can carry terabytes and terabytes of drives. Now, they are a lot slower than SSDs because they are working over a network, but if you have really good Wi-Fi, if you invest in a 10 gig switch, you can get some pretty good speeds. So SSDs, good for short term, good for speed, good for things that are fast on the go. A NAS storage system, that's for building out something more long term. Like I said, right now I'm using the Synology NAS system. It's got 4 bays, and 2 of the bays are taken up right now with 2 18 terabyte drives. It creates a sense of backup, it creates a sense of security, and it creates a sense of everything living in one place, and it's scalable. And I think that's the main thing, is that it's all scalable in one place, and it connects via the network. So anytime I'm in my house, I can access it. What I found really nice about this is you have juggling projects of freelance stuff, passion stuff, YouTube stuff, and you need all of that footage to live in one place. You can do so categorized by folders. And that's what I've found extremely nice with that, is everything's categorized, everything lives in one place. And just like the physical, until you find a workflow that works for you and is streamlined for you, it makes everything so much easier. And at the end of the day, you're saving money. One 18 terabyte drive is about the same price as this 2 terabyte drive. So at the end of the day, you're saving money. You have to make an investment off the top, but you're investing in time. You're investing in a future of not having to buy so many drives. Now, it's not perfect. This may work for me and it may not work for you, but it just shows that if you spend the time, if you figure out how workflows work and you figure out kind of how you work, you can spend the time, you can make the time to really do it and really get yourself the storage you need, the organization you need, and streamline all of your process. If this video helped you out, or if this video gave you any inspiration to organize your stuff and streamline your processes, let me know down in the comments, and make sure you hit that like button. As always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss an upload, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.